Hey, 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 it's Marieanne, the Crochety Clogger. Hope you guys are doing good today. Today is May something in the year, towards the end of May in the year 2020. You know, that really weird year. What a strange, weird world we're living in right now, right? But anyway, I am here to let you know that I have gotten a good long way with the Hat Not Hate program. If you don't know about Hat Not Hate, it is sponsored by Lion Brand. You can learn more on lionbrand.com or hatnothate.org. It is a campaign against bullying, and blue being the color of what they want. They're going to collect as many as they can, so all makers on board make blue hats and send to the address provided at either one of those sites. They'll be distributed to school kids in the fall and winter of this year to promote anti-bullying. And anyway, I have to, I'd like to show them to you, the ones that I've done, and I want to thank Crystal from Bag a Day Crochet. I had planned to do these, but I have this thing about procrastination. Yeah. Procrastination. Change the words. Procrastination is making me late. Yeah, but because of Crystal at Bag a Day Crochet, she did a Hat Not Hate marathon crochet along, and I was all on it, man. I did it, and I kept up. I'm proud of myself. Gotta be, because I am that procrastinator. And I say I don't like deadlines, you know, well, I don't, because I procrastinate. Anyway, the first, she did 7 days worth, and the first hat she did is the front and back post, double crochet and single crochet, and I like it. I like it. I know it looks squared on the increase thing, but it's not when you put it on. It's not. I really like it. Yeah. And this, oh, I didn't get the colors, but anyway, it's blue. This has got a little mix of blue. I think this was called Night something. Oh, and all the yarn that I used is from Hobby Lobby. The I Love This Yarn acrylic, 100% acrylic. And this stuff is really soft. I like it. Hat number 2. I love this hat. This is my favorite. It has the shell pattern along with front post triple crochets, and I don't know if you can see that beautiful shell pattern in there. To me, I think that, oh, I just love it. And this is a sparkly, one of the sparkles, glimmery, shiny ones. Oh, love it. Yarn. And I was all on board for Hat Not Hate because my favorite color is blue. Any shade of blue. Any shade of blue. Okay, the third one has these little puff stitches. Isn't that cute? With front post double crochet, I believe. And I turned this into a slouchy, and I made my first pom-pom. I made my first pom-pom, and it turned out okay. I like it. And in fact, I do not like myself in hats, but I think maybe a slouchy hat I might like better on me. Anyway, oh, and I made this pom-pom with 2 toilet paper rolls, 2 pieces of cardboard discs that I cut out, and it was cool. I found it on YouTube. I wish I could remember what. Anyway, it was really neat way to do them, and I enjoyed doing it. It did make a bit of a mess, but it was only one pom-pom, right? So, what's next? Hat number 4. Ooh, oh yeah, I like this one too. This has a bauble in it. And now I know the difference between a puff stitch and a bauble. Or bauble, or is it bauble or B-A-U-B-L-E, or is it B-O-B-B-L-E, like bobblehead? I don't know. Anyway, now I know the difference between a bauble and a puff. That's so cool. Okay. And then, where are we? Oh, hat number 5. I kind of like this one the best. It's simply, because of the simplicity of it, the way it looks, I really like this. I think a guy, a man, or a young feller would probably look would like this the best. And I kind of do too. It's just single crochet, and you just keep going round and round and round. You don't have to, and it has, because of that, it has no seam. I love this hat. This is really a cool one. And she did, where are we at? Number 6. Oh my God, I don't know. I can't tell which one's my favorite. I really like this one too. This one is so pretty. It is called a Mosaic tile stitch. And I used a variegated yarn in between this sparkly, same as this one, the sparkly turquoise or teal, and I used I think this one was called shoot, I can't remember, ocean something. Anyway, I love, and I believe they were like just little V stitches in between, and you just kind of alternate them. I love this one. Now this one turned out a little bit smaller, and she said on the tutorial that it would. But it is, I did measure, it fits me perfect. I have a 19-inch head, and I think this measures like right around, yeah, 19 inches. This one, this is the smallest. But there's, you know, small heads and big heads. And number 7, I like a lot too. This, I don't know, I really like these plain Janes. This is a double crochet herringbone. I've done a herringbone before, and now I know the difference. I did a baby blanket and a half double crochet herringbone, and this one is double crochet herringbone. So I'm really enjoying learning all these different stitches, and it's the zigzag of the herringbone. But with this one, if I'm remembering right, in order to keep the zigzag going, you did have to chain 1 and turn. Okay, so it's the first hat I've ever done where you had to turn to, you know, get the effect, but I like it. And then prior to Bag O' Day's marathon of hats, I did make 2 others, one of which ended up being a 22-inch, too big for the specifications for Hat Not Hate. So I gave it to my sister-in-law because she got a big head, and it fit her just perfect, so she gets to keep that one. But I did make one from this right here. It's a waffle stitch, and I learned this one from the Fiber Spider. I love, this is a very warm, this is going to be a warm hat. This is so squishy warm. But anyway, I've loved learning all these stitches, most of which were new to me. Well, the puff stitch wasn't, the bobble stitch wasn't. I just didn't know what I was doing when I did it before. But anyway, the waffle stitch definitely was new to me. But I really enjoyed making these. And because now I have 8 hats, I might be happy with that and send it off. But I might do 2 more just to make it a nice round number, 10 hats, you know. Okay, what else? Okay, so my UPS driver, it's a small world. I do not live in the town I grew up in. I'm only like 40 miles away from the town I grew up in, where I live right now. But my UPS driver, lo and behold, it's someone I went to high school with. Is that not weird? Small world, and he lives here too in this town. But anyway, he asked me. I'm gonna spray my hands. He asked if it will spray. There we go. He asked me if I could make him a mask or 2, and I'm like, sure. So what color do you want? He said, well, can I bring you a couple of shirts from my work shirts? I said, you got a couple that you don't wear anymore? He's like, yeah. So he brought me a couple and said, can you please put my UPS patch on it somewhere? So check it out. His uniformed face covering for the UPS driver. But I wanted to sanitize my hand before I got it out of the bag. Now I can't get it back in the bag. But anyway, I had fun making that one, trying to get the patch on. As far as the sewing goes, believe me, I'm learning. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to tell you about is a blanket that I'm going to be starting for the Snowball Express. And this is an organization from Gary Sinise who takes children of veterans and children of deployed soldiers to Disney World, and each child gets a blanket. So makers make your blankets and send them to the Snowball Express. Anyway, actually I had already started on the blanket, and let me tell you what happened. Okay, I did this order with Maxim, right? And I ordered a bunch of the Red Heart bunches of hugs, ordered lots of it, and I ordered, okay, so this one right here, this is called Magical. And I ordered the gray, I ordered this blue, and I think that's the only two colors I had ordered to go together for the blanket. Well, I got to going. Okay, what I did was, I wanted to I've never done a chevron, so I wanted to learn chevron, so I found a tutorial with Fiber Spider. It was just a tutorial for learning how to do a wide chevron, and I went ahead and started on the blanket. Well, okay, I learned my lesson, guys. Swatch. Because I ripped out like 14 rows of that blanket. Let me tell you why. It's going on and on and on, and I'm like, oh, this chevron is pretty good. It's easy. And it really isn't that difficult. And I thought I could even probably like experiment with some front post double crochets like in between the points, you know, and thought, well, I'll do puff stitches and blah 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 and all that, and that was going along really good, and I kept going. And then one day I went and was visiting with my father-in-law, and was sitting there crocheting. He always asked me if I brought my knitting. I'm like, I'm not a knitter, I'm a hooker. He laughs every time. But I got to crocheting, and my husband was sitting beside me, and I was on this part, you know, with the striping, and my husband's like, are you gonna leave it like that? And I said, what are you talking about? Well, I had already decided I kind of didn't like the way the striping was going. Now I understand the meaning of color control. Well, that was his first thing. And then he said, but look at that color. That don't really belong. And I looked a little closer. And you guys, does this look like it matches to you? It looks like it matches to me. But as I got to going, in my father-in-law's house, where I was sitting, there was an abundance of natural light. And there is something in here that just to me does not look good with this capri blue. It just does not. I can't do it. I just can't put them together. So I'm going to set this one aside for something. I don't know what, but something. Now, before all of this happened, before I realized this, I went back on, and I'm saying, before I realized it, I went back on Maxim and thought, I am going to order more of this stuff because it is such a good deal. I mean, you can't beat $4 for this 400 and nearly 500 yards. I'm a-looking. I'm a-looking. What is that? Get off of there. Can't find it. No, excuse me, 400. What you talking about? Nearly 1,000 yards. 948 yards in here. You can't beat that for $4. So, before I realized that these colors were not to my specifications, and I know I'm a little OCD about it, I went back on Maxim and ordered some more because it's on sale. It was such a good sale. So anyway, I ordered 2 of these, which is called Prince. It's beautiful. I love it. And I don't know if that's going to work. Don't know. Well, I've got white, I've got white. And then I also ordered the sapphire, which I know would look good with this. Yeah, I'm better. And I also ordered this is called Splash. And I think, I mean, I don't know, we'll see. I think that'll go together. But now I'm like, I don't know. You know, I'm a little disappointed, but they'll be put to good use. I know they'll be put to good use. I'll make some blankets. But the, so I've started a swatch, and now I just received this shipment today, so I haven't really been able to play around with these yet, but I did start a swatch, and I have this right here. This I've had for a little while. I bought, it's a bag of mill-ins, and it came, and if anybody knows what this might be, I think it's Caron Simply Soft. I really do. This came from one of Bag of Day's mystery boxes when she was selling them. Oh man, I got some really cool things in that box. But anyway, and I really think it's Caron Simply Soft. I can't be sure. And it's a nice kind of muted yellow. It's not really, you're seeing a much brighter yellow than I have. It's much more muted than what it shows. But I started a swatch, and I thought, okay, you know, because I had given up on this right here. So I started a swatch, and I thought, how can I use that yellow in here? And I don't know, I'm going to have to keep playing. Just going to have to keep playing. I don't know if I like that yellow against the blue. So I was thinking, well, because I got a lot of this blue now, y'all. Got a lot of this blue. So I thought, well, maybe I can put do like blue, white, yellow, white, blue, blue, you know. But then I thought, well, if I put white, yellow, white, that's going to look like an egg, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep playing around with it. But the chevron I do like. And again, this is just sort of a test thing. I'm definitely going to make them much wider. I think I will make the chevrons at least as wide as 3 of these for the blanket. But I'm going to keep playing with it. I don't know. We'll see. If you have a suggestion, I welcome your suggestion. I welcome any suggestions. And while I was at it on that last order of Mary Maxim, I just had to get some more of this Luce, this light. Oh, I know I showed you this on the last one. I got a kind of a charcoal gray mix, sort of light and dark gray. This one's called Verde. It is the black, but the stuff is, oh, it is so soft. It's the mohair in it. I'll tell you about it again in case you didn't see the other. Oh, and by the way, all of this bunches of hugs, line brand bunches of hugs, is all 100% acrylic. And this Luce is, don't know. Okay, it is 46% nylon, 28% acrylic, 20% mohair, and 6% polyester. And it does feel like a dream, and it is going to be so beautiful. And I may be able to mix this black in with the charcoal stuff. Oh God, I just love this stuff. And then too, I needed cotton. So I took a risk, and I ordered from Mary Maxim a bag of mill-end cotton. And I thought, oh God, and it was only $10, I think, for a pound. And I was like, oh God, what if I get some wacko color, you know? But I didn't. I got white. I'm so happy that I got white. 1 pound of mill-end cotton, y'all. And I got white. I'm so thrilled. I needed cotton so bad. I'm going to be I need some wash rags, some dish rags, and I'm going to be making Mad Mimi's back scrubber, her new pattern release, her back rag. Anyway, yeah, so I'm so glad it was white. Woo, woo. So anyway, so today I had for you, Hat Not Hate. I had, anyway, you know, blah, 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 blah. That was it, but more than I anticipated on doing. But then I got this Mary Maxim order in this morning. So, and now I need to sort of figure out how. My UPS driver said, well, leave the mask in a bag and hang it on your post out there. And I'm like, well, it's raining. It's been raining all night and all day, and I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get a hold of them. Oh, well. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking. Love ya.